Thank you for watching Panther Football Live. Brought to you by these local sponsors. The Cornerstone Agency, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Erie High School, Melton Seed and Service, Berkey's Farm Store in Prophetstown, Gibson Bodie Funeral Home, Erie State Bank, Steester Construction, Harvest Bakery and More, Break Room Pub and Grub, Whiffles Hybrids, Modern Woodman Financial Services, Sweet Butts Cotton Candy, Gold Star FS, Missy Inskeep Photography, Thank you for watching Panther Football Live. Brought to you by these local sponsors. The Cornerstone Agency, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Erie High School, Melton Seed and Service, Berkey's Farm Store in Prophetstown, Gibson Bodie Funeral Home, Erie State Bank, Steester Construction, Harvest Bakery and More, Break Room Pub and Grub.
Senior showed good speed on that one as well. He looked bigger than 5'11".
Yeah, and Peyton is, if you guys were listening to the broadcast last year or at the game, Peyton was one that definitely gave some skill set position stuff for Rockridge last year. They've graduated most of their skill set players like we did, but you'll be hearing a lot of Peyton Locke's name. All right, the extra point is attempted and up and through the uprights, and without a score clock because it's still not functioning.
Yeah, they've got issues here with the internet and apparently power, so no scoreboard I don't think we're going to have.
So the score is 7-0. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here while Dan and Sue are trying to get things lined up. So we'll just kind of set the stage. Scott said it was a little chaotic. We had set up on the visitor side tonight, and ended up having a signal problem over there. So last minute we ended up coming over to the home side and scampering, trying to get things set up, and I think we're just about ready to go. But if you could, now that you've got a camera on and you're listening to us, if you could let us know if you guys are able to hear and see us all right. We want to give you the best broadcast that we can tonight. Well, that was an interesting start.
Yeah, I guess it's just a continuation from last year's game. That was both teams were like 51-48, I think, is what the final ended up being.
I think it was 51 or 52-48.
Yeah.
And actually, it's a continuation from last week. Our special teams struggled a little bit. All right, kickoff for Rockridge is up, and that's going to get fielded by Jace at about the 8-yard line. And he's going to try to go around the right end. He's going to get stacked up at about the 21, 22-yard line, brought down by a couple of Rockets.
Yeah, nice return. Got out there some good positive yardage. They're outside of the 20 anyway.
Yep. And I don't think Jace expected, or our team expected to have that kick go so far. Jace was
I didn't see who the kicker was there for Rockridge, but he had good leverage into it for sure.
All right, the Panthers are going to take over 1st and 10. Got some injury news for you. Jack Minson is still out. battling that concussion. So again this week we have Keegan Winkler in at quarterback, our freshman, who did a really nice job last week, leading the team to a victory against Sherrard. Got Tyler Ballard in motion. This handoff's going to go to Jace. He's going to try to go around the right end. He's got a little bit of room, a nice 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yeah, that's how they started last week too. It ran 3 to him to the right side right away. Once he gets outside the hash, he's pretty explosive.
He is, and two things behind that, right? One, Jace is our go-to guy, and we're obviously going to give him the football a lot. 2, it gave Keegan that little bit of breathing room the first few plays, not having any pressure. Just give the ball to Jason, let him go do something. All right, second, and we're going to say a long. We'll say 2nd and 6, and it's going to be a pitch out to Jace, and he's going to get met pretty quickly. He's going to have a gain, maybe 2 on that play.
Yeah, it's going to be a manageable 3rd down here. I've never seen digital.
I was just going to tell you the same thing. I'm not sure if you can see that on the screen, but there's a digital down marker, so it is 3rd down and 4.
Never seen that before. Awfully fancy for a place that has no working scoreboard or internet.
A gorgeous night here at Rockridge High School. Wind will be a little bit from your left to right as you're watching it, but not much. Comfortable evening for football. All right, Keegan's going to take this ball himself on a design keeper, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lose a yard.
Yeah, they had Jace out there on the right side for an option, but he got hit too soon to make the pitch. I don't remember if he did any optioning last week. Most of it was a soft toss on a sweep. That was more of an option look.
Yeah, I think I remember 2 true option plays last week with Jace. So Hunter Bruchetta is in the ball game. It looks like we're going to get set up to punt. We are in punt formation. So a poor start by the special teams followed up with a 3 and out for the Panther offense. Hasn't boded well here at Rockridge. And the kick is off, and it's a pretty good one. It's not going to get fielded. It's going to bounce into Rockridge territory. Got a really good kick.
Yeah, that's about the best result you could get, not returned, and about a 15-yard bounce.
Yeah, that 36-yard line is where Rockridge will take back over. Okay, we're going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you...
We're back here live. Rockridge just ran a pitch play around the left end for a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, I think that was Talak again, and he was met on the right side there by probably Bryce Folsom. He's playing right in for us.
Some other injury updates. Clay Hockaday is in the ballgame right now. He's been cleared to play. He's going to try to go both ways according to the coaching staff. We'll have to see how that shoulder holds up. Trevor Dennison, who was hurt at St. Bede, is still out. 2nd 9 from the shotgun for Rockridge. Handoff up the middle. And he's going to get brought down by...
Hockaday gets a stop there along with Mike Collins with the assist. Chase Grunder came in there to finish him off.
Michael Collins has developed into a big-time playmaker on this Panther defense, and progressing through the weeks. And he had a really good week against Sherrard last week, so look forward to seeing what he's going to bring this week again. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Rockets. They're waiting for calls to come in from the sideline as they're already lined up. I think I remember seeing that from last year. Back to pass the football, 3 receivers to the right. He's got a man open, and it's caught, and he's going to have a first down up past midfield. Finally brought down by Hunter Bruchetta.
Yep, nice slant route there by number 21, Connor Deem for Rockridge. Pick up that first down, get them across midfield.
Like I mentioned, Rockridge graduated most of their skill set players like we did last year, and so this quarterback is the first time we're getting a look at him. First and 10 for the Rockets, inside Panther territory, down about the 48-yard line. Pitch to the left. He's got a little bit of room. Jace Grunder did a nice job of making him come back up in the middle.
Hit by Hunter Burketta, make the initial stop. Collins came in, or no, Bryce Folsom came in there late to finish that off. Peyton Lockett, that's the guy that returned the kickoff. That was on that run. We are gonna be hearing his name a bunch. Pretty much him and the quarterback in the backfield.
Second and 5 for the for the Rockets. And we'll see if this Panther defense can step up here. Quarterback's going to keep this football himself and going to run right up the left guard. Be up near first down.
Looks like Hockaday and Folsom come in off that tackle, but enough for a first down. Boy, the center for Rockridge is huge. Number 78, Caden Hart, 6'5", 295-pound junior.
And that run did result in a first down, so the Rockets are moving the sticks at will right now on the Panther defense. Back to pass. He's got a man down the left sideline, overthrows him by about 2 yards.
Yeah, number 4, Cameron Boonsack had a step on, probably, was that Grunder guarding him?
No, Frankie Bouchard.
Okay, Frankie Bouchard, yeah. He had a nice step on him, but just overthrown.
Fortunately for the Panthers. So second 10. Have no idea how much time's left here in the first quarter. Again, the scoreboard's not running, so.
Yeah. We'll have to listen for the PA guy, see if he gives us updates once in a while.
Olivia Hitchcock, Ella Steele, and Avery McDonald, Maldonado.
And the handoff is going to go to the first back through right up the middle of the field. He's going to have a nice run for 6 or 7 yards.
Really good leg drive there. He was brought down by 52, Eamon Barron.
Eamon Barron's another one of those names that we've heard an awful lot of this year, and really maybe kind of out of the blue for some of us. Didn't expect that. So Eamon's just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore, 5'8", 210. Good-sized kid.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4, likely in 4-down territory for the Rockets.
More kindergarten cheerleaders. Loretta Houston, Ellie Ulfig, Paisley Van Slyver.
Shotgun formation for the Rockets. Handoff up the middle to number 6. And he's going to bounce that out left side. He's still on his feet. And he's finally going to get pushed out of bounds by Jace Grunder after a big first down gain.
Yeah, he slipped 2 arm tackles there at the line of scrimmage and then bounced it to the outside. And Grunder did a good job keeping him out of the end zone there.
We do have a Panther that's shaken up on the play. Looks like Tyler Ballard.
First and goal, Rockridge.
Hopefully that's just a stinger for him.
Did he go off the field?
He did. He's laying there about the 15-yard line.
Okay, looks like Sean
Knavel.
Knavel came in for him.
Yep. Okay, first and goal for the Rockets. And
they haven't got him off the field far enough.
Yeah, I think they're going to wait and see if they can't get Tyler away from the field of play a little bit. Tyler's laying on his back. So it's been kind of a tale of two teams so far this year. In weeks 1 and last week, even in the first half, it was a solid outing for the Panthers, on both sides of the football. The second half of last week's game and virtually all of the St. Bede game, it was just a different team we were watching.
Yeah. St. Bede they're 3-0 this year. They're the real deal right now.
They are. Back to pass is the Panther quarterback, and he's going to scramble around the left end and get pushed out of bounds by number 18.
About the 5-yard line, it looks like.
Hunter Burketta on that.
Yeah.
Stop.
I guess he was closest one to him when he stepped out of bounds.
Nice job with the defensive backs in coverage that time, forcing the quarterback to tuck it and run. Second down and goal for the Rockets. Going to have a handoff to the right-hand side, and Panthers are doing a good job of stringing him out, but he is going to get into the end zone, and the Panthers are looking at a 2-score deficit already.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick strike. They did a good job with the lead blockers out there. He only had 4 yards to go, and was able to plant the right foot and get in there.
So definitely not the start that the Panthers were looking for tonight.
No, you would have liked to seen them have 2 drives, giving them that first kickoff right off the bat. That's makes it a lot to come back from awfully quick too.
Yeah, it takes the winds out of your sails pretty quick. And Rockridge will attempt the extra point. The snap is a good one. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Panthers find themselves on the bottom end of a 14-0 score. We're going to step away for a commercial break. We'll be back in 2.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
The FS brand represents a standard of excellence for agricultural and energy-related products. It's the people who represent the FS brand that set it apart. Always professional and dependable, FS System Specialists are trusted advisors who understand local needs. With headquarters in Cambridge, FS operates 15 regional facilities, including locations in Erie, Linden, and Deer Grove.
For the kickoff, and again, this one's going to go over Jace's head. He's going to field it at the same spot he did the first time, the 8-yard line, and he's going to run back up past the 20, and almost a carbon copy of what happened the first time.
It certainly was. That was a tremendous kick to get it inside the 10 like that with good height. But usually what happens in high school football, if you kick it that far, you don't kick the coverage, he's able to get a nice return out to the 20.
Yeah, the Panthers will take over at the 23-yard line, and definitely have to see if Jason and Tyler or whoever else is back there, if Tyler's still dinged up, maybe recognize that.
Can you see if Ballard is in or not? He came off the field in his own power there.
I do not. Yes, Tyler is back on the field. We got Hunter Burketta out wide left. Frankie Bouchaw's back this week. He's wide right. Keegan in the backfield with Jace. Tyler in motion. The handoff's going to go to Jace. Met immediately.
Yeah, he did a good job just to get what he got. He was hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage on that one. Looks like a loss of 2.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. And we are stymied right now. Yeah, just to keep in mind, we're not able to keep you guys updated with how much time's left in the quarter. The scoreboard here at Rockridge High School is out, so we have no way of knowing. All right, this is Wildcat formation. Jace keeps it himself. He's got a lane. He's got just a man to beat. Looks like number 4 is going to run him down, but what a great run by Jace. Finally brought down at the 22-yard line of the Rockridge Rockets.
Yeah, that was a little that Wildcat that was very effective last week, and Grunder showed great speed there. Kind of got horse-collared on the tackle. He's a little slow getting up right now. That was a pretty good foot race there for about 30 yards.
It was, and Jace is definitely banged up a little bit. He'll sit this play out. Hopefully catch his breath and get himself back in there.
Yeah, hopefully he's just winded, but I don't like how he got pulled down backwards like that. But I don't think they actually have horse collar calls in high school, do they?
Well, they didn't last week in week 2, St. Bede. Yeah, right. And so the Panthers will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line.
Dimitri Larson is in for Grunder.
And Dimitri showed flashes. He had a really nice catch last week. And Tyler's going to get this handoff around the right side. Just a little bit of an opening. Going to fall forward for maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, nice little run. I think that was Ballard's first or second attempt here today. He's going to have to step it up here until Grunder comes back.
And he doesn't look ill-affected by whatever happened to him there a few plays ago. Going to give him a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Justice Huff checking into the ball game. We'll have to see. I was talking with the coaching staff. They said that they were about full strength with the playbook, with Keegan being the freshman quarterback this week. So that's good for us. Tyler's going to get this handoff. He's going to try to get around the left end, but he's getting strung out, and he's going to lose yardage stacked up by a bunch of Rockets.
Yeah, Dimitri wasn't quite able to set that edge right there, and then he got hit from the back as the pile got piled on. He's slow to get up.
Brought down by Reed Mueller. Loss on the play brings up third
Jace
down and about
checking back into the ball game. And Dimitri will stay in the ball game as well. Keegan in on a 3rd and 13. Might be looking to go up top on this.
Darwin, Savannah Pittard, and Stella Kerr.
Panthers got 3 receivers split wide right. Keegan in the backfield. A lone setback with him. Rolls right, looking to throw the football. He's got a man open. Dimitri Larson through his hands, falls incomplete.
Yeah, would have been about 3 yards short of the first down, but it was a nice throw by Keegan on the run. Hit him where he had a chance to make the play.
And now it'll bring up a 4th and 13 in a territory that certainly we're going to go for it. Outside of field goal range, definitely not in punting range. And so we'll see what Coach Abbott, the offensive coaching staff, is going to get drawn up for this one.
Grunder still, is he back in?
Yep.
Okay.
Keegan remains in the ball game, so no Wildcat. Same setup as last play, 3 receivers wide right. Here's the snap, and it's a good one. Going to throw the ball left. It's got Hunter Burketta, and a nice defensive play by Rockridge to knock that ball away.
It was. He was trying to throw it over his shoulder, and he was just a hair underthrown. Undersized defensive back there was able to jump up and just tip it out of the way.
Yeah.
Nice drive by the Panthers, though.
It was, and that was behind a big run by Jace to flip field position, which is important. Make the Rockets work at it a little bit.
Yeah, now if we can get them to stop and see what kind of punter they have, and we can get back in this thing.
Score's 14-0. We got to be about halfway through the first quarter.
Okay, there's the clock there, Scott, right behind the
okay.
goalpost.
3:18 to go here in the first quarter. They got a temporary clock up. Looks like they pulled it out of the gymnasium. Going to throw the football left. He's got a man open, got a flag on the play. Dimitri Larson in the initial hit.
Yeah, it looks like about a 7-yard gain. I don't know what probably left too early if that guy threw that.
Bing's pass complete.
That are lined off offsides.
There's a flag on the play.
And we do have a illegal procedure against the Rockridge Rockets. That'll back them up 5 yards. And they'll repeat first down.
There's our clock. We got 3:12 left in the first quarter.
Walk off against the Rockets.
It's our first penalty of the game. Been a fast-moving first quarter for 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, week 1 and 2, it was after 10 o'clock, I think, before we left the ball field. So this is a welcome gift. 2nd and 15 for the Rockets. They've got 3 receivers split left, 1 to the right. And it's an option. The quarterback hands the ball off to the first back, and he gets met about at the line of scrimmage. Nice play by the Panthers.
Yeah, they went a little wildcat there. The quarterback came off the field, and that was Peyton Locke that received that snap. Looks like the quarterback, number 15, Jacob Bain, is coming back in.
So taking a page out of the Panthers playbook from last week with a little wildcat. And that was a nice wrinkle that the Panthers were more or less forced to put in. I mean, it opened up the playbook a little bit more than just what Keegan was able to run.
Took
week
a little
1.
pressure off Keegan being his first start as a freshman. He had to have been nervous, but he certainly performed very well. Didn't look nervous out there at all.
No, he was very well composed. All right, 2nd and 13. Going to roll out left. He's going to throw the football about 15 yards over everybody.
Yeah, I think he was thinking they were going to do a stop and go, and the receiver just did the stop. He showed good arm strength on that. He just kind of flipped that out there about 35 yards. We'll have to keep an eye on his passing ability as the game rolls along here.
So an important 3rd down for the Panther defense. 3rd and 13, deep in Rocket territory. A stop here would give us the football back.
Yeah, this would certainly set the tone that we're here to play with them. If we could stop them after a good drive.
2:10 to go here in the first quarter. We've got receivers split, 2 receivers split each way for the Rockets. 1 lone back in the backfield. Still waiting for the call to get called in. Shouldn't be any reason to wait. The clock stopped. Won't start until the snap. All right, back to pass the football. A little bit of pressure by the Panther defense. And he's got an open receiver down the middle of the field. Jace Grunder missed him by a step.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass and a nice catch by Cameron Bonesack. He was going to look on the left to the flat over there, and then he waited just a little bit more, and he got the space. That was a heck of a pass. This is a new quarterback from last year. He is a senior, but he throws a nice ball, 6'2", 210.
And that's going to bring the Rockets into Panther territory down at the 45-yard line. And that was a missed opportunity by our defense.
Some more second-grade cheerleaders. Harlow Danette, Reese Wade, Addie Hitchcock.
Looking to pass the football again out to that left flat to number 4. Met immediately after the catch by Frankie Bouchaw. Be up near first down.
Yeah, he did not go down easy. He got about 4 yards after contact there. I don't think he must have kept lower leverage and really kept the legs driving. Going to give them a short 2nd and 1.
And the Rockets on the move again. 1:04 to go here in the first quarter. Your Panthers trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Rockridge leads 14-0.
Man in motion. Hand the ball off to the right. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to be able to get this thing outside. Finally brought down by Tyler Ballard, but a good run by the Rocket
Peyton
back.
Locke again. He shows some great speed on that.
Peyton Locke with the ball.
The block on Jace, that was an effective block and took Jace out of that play
Yeah,
completely.
sealed it off and got him to the next level, and then fortunately we were able to bring him down. Looks like we got under 40 seconds left.
Looking to pass the football again to this left side, a little bit of a bubble screen. He's got some room to run. Flag on the play, and he's into the end zone, but early indication is going to be a holding against the Rockets.
Yeah, I think he got his hands outside and was holding on to that jersey, fortunately.
And that flag happened right at just about at the line of scrimmage. So that'll back the Rockets up 10 yards.
Yeah, Locke is a 5'11" senior. He's going to give the ball about 3/4 of on every play. It looks like he is their focus.
How impressive is it for Rockridge to graduate the first team all-conference quarterback last year and then have this one come in right behind him?
Yeah, the entire line is back from last year's team. That makes it a little easier on the quarterback. He hasn't felt any pressure yet.
Tight formation for the Rockets. Oh, poor snap. Going to get picked up. Got some Panthers in the backfield. We'll see if we can bring him down. Oh, he looks to throw the football. And smart play if there's nobody downfield, and I think it is. He's outside the tackles and got rid of that thing. So
yeah, Hunter Bruchetta had really good pressure on him there, as did Bryce Folsom. Yeah, that's an interesting one when the whole line thinks he's going to be running. They could go down to try and make a block, and then he does that. It'd be a pass for lineman downfield, but a lot of times that's also just when they're just kind of watching.
Right.
Avery Thor, Avery Steele.
2nd and about 16, looks like.
Couple of receivers split both ways for the Rockets.
14 seconds left in the quarter.
Likely to be the last play of the quarter. And here's a snap. Looking to pass the football. He's got a man over here in this right flat. He catches the football. Hunter Bruchetta puts an arm on him but misses the tackle. Dimitri Larson finally able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he spun through an arm tackle there by Hunter. Fortunately, Dimitri was able to stop him. What are we looking at about? That's about a 9-yard gain.
And that is the end of the first quarter. And we're going to go to commercial break. Your Panthers trailing 14-0 here at Rockridge High School.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field. Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at steesterexcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Whiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com. Missy Inskeep Photography is known for...
All right, back to live action. Start of the second quarter, looking to throw the football. Nice little slant pass completed by the Rockets. Ball's going to be inside the 5-yard line.
Ball did come out, but looks like they're going to mark it down.
And that's going to be enough for first down, it looks like. Yeah, it'll be first and goal about the 2-yard line for the Rockets. Panthers already trailing by 2 touchdowns here.
Pass was complete.
To the line, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to get into the end zone for a score.
Yeah, short yardage, all they got to do is run behind that big number 78, 295 pounds, and they're able to walk right in.
Jacob Bain in for the touchdown.
Well, we have pretty much been blitzed here by the Rockridge Rockets in the first quarter and minute or so of the second.
Yeah, really had a chance to make a stand there when we got it down inside the 20, and then we had them down to a third down passing situation. If we could have got a stop there, but we're going to have to come out of a bigger hole now.
And Rockridge set to kick the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good. And your score, 21-0, Rockets over our Panthers. We'll go to a commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
Berkey's Farm Store has the equipment you need to tackle the biggest jobs. Drive away in a Cub Cadet, Exmark, or Grasshopper mower with a new standard of lawn care. Run any errands, haul whatever you need with a UTV. Find construction equipment like skid steers and backhoes. We've got the equipment you need for the best season.
Rockridge kicking the football off, and this ball is going to fall in front of Jace this time, and it's going to go out of bounds. A fortunate break for the Panthers, and we'll pick the ball up at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. He's elected to kick off to Grunder all 3 times. Maybe they're afraid of the speed on the other side, but you know, we like our chances having our best guy with the ball. But that was a directional kick. He just went a little bit too far.
Reminder, at the end of today's game, we'll be picking the player of the game, brought to you by the Break Room Pub and Grub. Appreciate their sponsorship this year and bringing the Panthers a player of the game each week. Well, Scott, definitely not the start I wanted to have you come back in the booth for.
No.
You got to call some games in some pretty lean times for the Panthers.
I know, it feels like right back on it again here.
All right, Panthers, 2 backs in the backfield, Tyler and Jace. Got Dimitri in motion to the right, and the handoff to Tyler, and he's going to be out past the line of scrimmage, pick up 2 or 3.
Yeah, nice push by the left side of the line there, and Ballard put his head down and got a nice little gain of about 3.
Bring up second down for the Panthers. 11:25 to go here in half.
The announcer up here, I don't know if you can hear him, he's been doing announcing for Rockridge forever. He used to be the baseball coach when your son was playing. And whenever EP would be playing basketball, he'd always say, "Mr. Orman, the gate's open, the cows have come out." He'd say that at every game.
All right, second down for the Panthers. Jace is going to go to the right side, and he's going to try. Keegan's going to throw the football, and it's going to get picked off at about the Panther 43-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a broken play. I think he was looking to run an option with Jace, and Jace was running out there in the flat. Wasn't really there for him, and then he just tried to force it down the right side.
And I can't tell if he was actually trying to throw that ball out of bounds, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Erie State Bank, a longtime member of the Erie business community, is proud to back Panther Nation, a hometown partner in assisting you with your monetary needs, offering a Kasasa checking account that offers a 1.74% interest rate. Go Panthers from your hometown bank, Erie State Bank.
We're open, but just underthrows him. Tyler Ballard on the coverage.
Yeah, another nice toss by this quarterback, first-year quarterback. That had to have been about 45 yards in the air. Threw it from the left hash mark, clear down to the right sideline.
And once again, a legal procedure called against the Rockets. That'll back them up 5 yards.
See Rockridge have all the plays on the guys' wristbands, and they all kind of look to the sideline. The Rockridge coaching staff surveys what the defense has and then calls out a play. They seem to be able to get the play in pretty quickly.
Yeah, and this is the same scheme, I guess, if you will, same way of play calling as what we saw last year in that shoot 'em out battle that we had with them over at Erie High School. All right, 1st and 15 for the Rockets. Back to throw the football again. And he's looking left. He's got a man open over Frankie Bouchard. It's caught, and he's going to fall into the end zone for another Rockridge Rocket touchdown.
Yep, he hit number 4, Cameron Bonesack again. That's been his favorite target there on the left side. Another nice pass. It was pretty decent coverage. The ball was pretty much just right where it had to be with the step lead that he had on the defender.
So with 10:40 to go here in the first half, Panthers are on the losing end of a 27-0 scoreboard. The Rockets are definitely playing at a different level than the Panthers are right now. That extra point is up and good. 28-0 is your score. We'll go to a commercial break.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
The FS brand represents a standard of excellence for agricultural and energy-related products. It's the people who represent the FS brand that set it apart. Always professional and dependable, FS System Specialists are trusted advisors who understand local needs. With headquarters in Cambridge, FS operates 15 regional facilities, including locations in
kickoff of the game, and this ball's going to fall to the left of Jace, and Jace kicks it out of bounds at about the 5-yard line, so the Panthers will have very poor field position to start out. Kicker's done a nice job.
That's the same kick that he tried to do on the last one, and a bouncing football is really tough to grab. And he didn't get a very good hop on it, and that's a bad result. That's the worst case scenario, start inside your 5, down 28-0.
So the Panthers will have 95 yards to pay dirt, see if they can come alive a little bit. They do have the wind at their back a little bit.
Yeah, the flags on the goalpost there are moving pretty briskly. Like I was telling you when we were walking in here, I've never been to a baseball game here when it wasn't blowing at least 25. It was miserable.
And the baseball field is to the left of what you're looking at, so wind was blowing out all the time, huh?
It always felt like it was in your face when it was a cold spring wind.
I gotcha. All right, handoff to Jace. Nope, I take that back. Tyler Ballard. And Tyler's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a little crossbuck action there to the left side. Not much to get. Be nice if we could get a little pass to Keegan, get a little more confidence back. If we could find something for him that would work. Because he's going to probably have to throw the ball a couple more times if we're going to get some forward progress down the field.
No gain on the play, brings up
And
10 for the Panthers.
Keegan off the field, so we're going to see a Wildcat formation. I was just thinking that's really that's the success we've had tonight has been in the Wildcat.
Right, that was really our only big run was out of that play, that formation.
Luke Otten in the backfield, it looks to be.
Yeah.
And Jace is going to keep this himself. He's going to go up the left tackle, and there's not going to be a lot going there.
Yeah, I think they brought Luke in there just to run a lead blocker for him. 6 foot, 205-pound junior. He's a good-sized kid.
And it looks like no gain on that play.
Bring about 3rd and about 8.
3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
Keegan's coming back in. We might see another pass play here.
Jace has got to be wondering what the heck's going on. He's usually got about 100 yards rushing by now.
Yeah, exactly. What is that season average?
He's up over 190, I think, for season average. All right. Keegan is in the backfield by himself. Going to hand the ball off to Tyler around the left side. The Rockets did a nice job of staying home. And
it did. He only had one guy to beat there. We had the receiver on the left side was making a nice downfield block, but it was a nice tackle by Rockridge to force a 4th down here.
So 4th and 8 for the Panthers. 8:50 and clock running. 28-0 your score. Hunter Burketta back to punt the football. Rockridge returners are still inside Panther territory at about the 35-yard line. Panthers short a man. Oh, it's their snapper, Zeb Wicks. Kind of need him. And he snaps it over his head and out of the end zone, and that will be a safety for the Rockridge Rockets.
Yeah, nothing good came out of that. He runs in at the very last moment to get set. Didn't quite have his shirt tucked in either. Just out of sorts.
And so 30-0 is your score.
Kind of reminded me of that Phillies reliever that came sprinting in a couple years ago, and then the catcher just rolled his eyes.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
Berkey's Farm Store has the equipment you need to tackle the biggest jobs. Drive away in a Cub Cadet, Exmark, or Grasshopper mower with a new standard of lawn care. Run any errands, haul whatever you need with a UTV. Find construction equipment like skid steers and backhoes. We've got the equipment you need for the best seasons you've ever had.
5-yard line, picked up by the Rockets at about the 30, and he's going to try to run around this left end, and he makes the corner. Looks like Dimitri Larson was held there, and the flag does come in. Rockets do return that for a touchdown, but that is certainly going to come back. Looked like the hold happened at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he started that right up the middle and set it up, and our contain broke down, and he bumped it outside, aided by a hold, obviously.
And Dimitri, you could see him running with the kid holding him with his hands in the air, saying,
yeah,
hey, look at me, I'm getting held, and fortunately the official saw that. And so we avoided disaster there.
At number 4, Cameron Bonesack, he has good speed. I believe he's the one that caught Grunder on that long run as well.
Yeah, I believe you're right. So that hold will back the Rockets back into their own territory at the 47-yard line, excuse me. 7:57 to go here in the first half.
I apologize, folks. Didn't see the penalty.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Rockets. And quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's got a lot of room to the right side. And finally going to get brought down after a gain of about 5.
That looked like a little bit of a busted play. He was going to hand it to the fullback and didn't make a good exchange. Got what he could out of the right side. 5 yards on first down is a very good gain. They're quickly back up to the line.
And here's the snap to the quarterback. They are going to hand it off this time. And he's up past the first down marker, still on his feet. Dimitri Larson finally going to bring him down in Panther territory at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was a different running back for him. That was Alex Zarlatanis. I wonder if that's the son of our former coach.
We talked about that last year, Scott. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to verify it or not. All right, rolling out right. The Rockets have about a 9-yard gain on that play to the right. Nice pass and catch.
Yeah, that was a little outside throw there. That was a really nice grab by the receiver, number 8, Reed Mueller.
Rockets are practicing their two-minute offense. And the handoff's going to go to the left side. He's still on his feet. He's got 6 different Panthers on him and finally gets brought down after a first down.
Yeah, that's Zarlatanis again. He showed great leg drive there. He's just a junior. Last time I was here was probably about 5 years ago, and me and Clark were calling a game, and there was a Nick Zarlatanis at that time. He was a linebacker.
Down inside the 20 for the Rockets. And handoff to number 6 up the middle. And he's still on his feet through the first line. Linebackers will finally bring him down inside the 10.
Yeah, they're going with definitely a little different look here. They're going quickly. Just got a couple plays called, slightly different personnel, and they're moving it right down the field.
And handoff again right up the middle. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. May fall forward for the first down, depending on the spot.
Yeah, we had good penetration there. Made him change his direction. Unfortunately, he had a yard to go. They gave him no gain on the spot.
Back to pass the football. Thrown into the end zone. He's got a man open. And the Rockets strike again.
Yeah, that was an awfully quick drive. That was a nice play there. Little slant. Just threw it right between the 2 Panther defenders.
It almost appeared that maybe the Rockets were using, up as big as they are already, using that series as a practice for their 2-minute offense.
Exactly. It was very well done. This is a very impressive team right now. I can see why they're 2-1. Of course, one of those is a forfeit.
And they did handle Newman pretty easily. And the kick is up, and it is good. 38 to nothing is your score. 37 to nothing. We're going to go to a commercial break.
This quarter of exciting EP Panther football is brought to you by Erie High School, who would like to wish all Panther athletes a very rewarding and successful season. Erie High School, growing together, pursuing purpose, finding you.
1, 2, 3. How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
The FS brand represents a standard of excellence for agricultural and energy-related products. It's the people who represent the FS brand that set it apart. Always professional and dependable, FS System Specialists are trusted advisors who understand local needs. With headquarters in Cambridge, FS operates...
Kicking off again. Panthers are getting absolutely pounded this evening. Jace Grunder with that catch, and he's going to bring the ball forward. He's still on his feet, and it looks like he's going to be able to get to the end zone. I don't think that the last man's got an angle on him, and yes, Jace is going to have a long return for a touchdown. Sole bright spot here in the Panther program tonight.
Yeah, I don't really know if they changed the personnel on the kickoff team. Usually they don't. That certainly looked like a different kick than what we had seen before. But maybe he was just trying to pooch one and see what he could do. And Jace just kind of got lost in the pile right there. And the next thing you knew, he snuck out. We came close to having a penalty at about the 25-yard line, one of those meaningless ones when the runner was already past them. But no flag was thrown.
Fortunately for the Panthers, and although that won't go into Jace's rushing, totals, still a nice return for him. And his yards on kickoff returns is phenomenal this year. I don't have the numbers, but it's just ungodly. 37-6 your score, 12 minutes to go here in the first half. And that kick is up and through the upright, and the Panthers strike. 12 minutes to go here, 37-7 your score. We'll go to a commercial.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
All right, back here live, and correction on the scoreboard. I was looking at the big one because it does lit up, but it's not keeping time correctly. So there is not 12 minutes left in the first half. There is 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And Justice Huff will be set to kick off.
Yeah. Can't see which side Peyton Locke is on, but hopefully we kick it away from him.
Number 4 is Peyton, correct?
No, 26 was Locke. 4 was Bonesack.
Okay, and this is just going to be a squib kick. It's kicked by the front lineman, and the Rockets are going to fall on it at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we'll take that field position with the explosiveness of the two returners back there. That was a good squib kick.
The Rockets actually got a little fortunate there. That looked like that first line actually stuck his foot out intentionally kicking that football. It could have come back to the Panthers.
Anywhere. Yeah. Be just the turning point we need to set up one of the biggest comebacks in EP history. Another famous line that me and Clark had going many games.
And I look forward to that happening tonight. Things are going to have to change for that to happen, though. All right, Rockridge.
They got back with Locke back in the lineup.
Handoff to the right side, and he's around the right end. He's going to be up past the first down marker, finally get, well, no, not yet. He's still on his feet. He's going to be down inside Panther territory, down around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was back to the same formation as they started the game with, back with Peyton Locke after Zardatanis ran through us that last drive.
This Rocket offense seems just about unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders right now. They got to be pretty happy on their sideline.
Quarterback's going to keep it himself. We got some laundry on the field. He's going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage. Ball was loose, but picked up by lineman number 75.
Yeah, that was a completely busted play. Quarterback is shaken up. He's slow to get up. Zardatanis was back in the play for that one. Missed the handoff.
No gain on the play.
Illegal motion is the call against the Rockridge offense.
That's the third one on them. It's really been the only flags that we've had. They did have the one hold on the kickoff, but they've had procedure penalties 3 times now. That's the only thing that they need to work on at this point.
Against the Rockets, the decline by Erie Prophetstown brings up second.
And with the loss on the play, the Panthers are going to decline that penalty. Right now, the fewer plays the Rockets offense runs, probably the better.
That's right. Their quarterback is back up, able to stay in the game.
2nd and 11 for the Panthers, or excuse me, for the Rockets. Looking to throw the football over to this left side. Number 4 with a catch. Frankie Bouchaw on the defense, and it was soft.
Yeah, they got to respect the speed of Bonesack. He's beat him twice down the sideline, and that was just a nice little stop route.
And that's a pickup of 11 and a first down for the Rockets.
On the reception, brought down by
they could run that stop and go, and he'd be pretty tough to defend.
1st and 10 Rockets.
And the handoff to the back, and he's up through the initial line, still on his feet into the secondary. Finally brought down at about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Zarlatanis right up the middle. He keeps his feet moving really well. Even when he got spun around going backwards, he was able to keep driving and got a nice game.
With the ball brought down
This Rockets team tonight looks like a team that could go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely have all the weapons right now. They've got an electric quarterback. You have a great running back and a good line.
3 receivers to the right. They're going to throw the football out to the right flat, and he's going to lose yardage. Dimitri Larson on the coverage there.
Yeah, they're just trying to get the ball into Locke's hands as much as they can. That's a tough one, though, as the dew comes out on the grass. He kind of caught that behind him.
Loss of 3 in the play. I'm almost wondering if the Rockridge coaching staff doesn't want to get to a running clock as quickly as they can, and that's why they're doing what they're doing right now.
Right. You don't blame them to try and score as quick as they can to get to the running clock.
We got a rush off the left tackle, and he's going to move forward for a gain of 3.
Zarlatanis again.
Hunter Burketta on the stop. Michael Collins also in on that stop. Rockets are up 30 at this point in the ball game. And the coaching staff slowing it down just a bit with this call coming in. Be 3rd down from the 12-yard line. Back to throw the football again on a slant, and it falls incomplete through 2 receivers' hands, actually.
That's really about the first time that they've dropped a 3rd down pass. They've converted on every opportunity that they've needed to.
That would have been
interesting to see if they have a kicker or not.
That would have been short of the end zone, but still I think would have been enough for a 1st down. Brings up a 4th down for the Rockets, and it appears they're going to go for it. Kicker does seem to have a pretty good leg from the extra points he's kicked, so he may have this range. But they're going to go for it. Rolling out right is the quarterback, looking to throw the ball in the end zone, and it falls incomplete, and we have a penalty on the field, thrown at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, really late. It's going to be ineligible lineman downfield, I believe, is what that signal was.
Yep, and the Panthers will certainly decline that.
So we got a nice stop on that drive. They moved the ball down pretty well. They got it inside our 15. Is that the first takeover on downs we've had?
I think it is. Might be the second. 3:45 to go here in the first half. Panthers offense is taking over at the 12-yard line.
Hockaday is back out on the sideline right now. Holding his left shoulder or left arm.
And that's the arm he hurt last week.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. All right, we'll see if this Panther offense can get a little momentum going into halftime. 3 receivers split right. Wildcat formation. Hand off to Tyler. Tyler's got 3. Rockets going to chase him down and actually going to lose yardage on that play.
Yeah, there was nothing on that right side. The receivers on the right side need to do a little more stalk blocking on there. Let their defenders go right by them.
The defenders are doing a really good job of stringing our backs out.
Yeah.
They're running east and west. 3:22 remaining here in the first half. And again, we're in the Wildcat formation. 3 receivers split wide left. Luke Otten flanking Jace. Probably going to be a lead block here. Yep, going to come off the right guard. And he's going to fall forward up past the original line of scrimmage, gain of about 3 or 4 on that play.
Yeah, it's a nice little play that, it'd be good if that was a middle of the field play on first down, but when it's 2nd and 14, puts you in 3rd and long. Keegan comes back on the field.
With a 3rd and 9, Keegan will come in. Maybe looking to throw the football here. He hasn't had a lot of time to throw.
No, he hasn't.
And that's tough for any quarterback, let alone a freshman.
Ball was at the 13.
And actually, Keegan is not in setup for quarterback. Oh, he is. I'm sorry. And there is the pass. They're going to roll him out to the left. Looking to throw the football. He does. Overthrows his intended receiver, Hunter Burketta. Would have been short of a 1st down. Got to bring up 4th.
Yeah, he was trying to run a little flat pattern there and just kind of overthrow him. It's tough when you're both running to the same side there to the left. You can't lead them at all. You just got to throw it right at them because you both have that same motion.
He did have Dimitri Larson at the next level, past the first down marker, but he was also well covered on that play.
I remember Mr. Christian teaching us that in practice. If you're rolling out with the guy, just throw it right to him because you both have the same momentum.
I wondered where you got that. I wonder where you got that, because you were center in high school, right?
Yeah, I was center and backup quarterback. It was an interesting combination.
Nice. All right, and here's the snap, and it's a good one. Hunter Burketta is going to have a bit of a shank off his foot. That ball is going to go out of bounds at about the 36-yard line of the
flag
Panthers.
Down right down here at the 30 as well. He had good pressure on there. He did a good job just getting that kick off.
That looks like it's going to be a sideline warning against the Rockets.
Okay.
Early indication anyway. Yep. So the first flag thrown for that is a warning. The next one will be a penalty.
And the third one is 20 points for the visiting team.
Looking forward to that. All right, Panthers need to show a little guts here and see if they can stop them here. 2:11 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, back-to-back stops would be nice.
Trailing 37-7.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try and hit number 4, Bonesack, again sometime down this left sideline.
Oh, that name just feels like we used it last year a lot too. All right, going to be an option with a pitch to number 26 out the right side, and he's going to go untouched and into the. Nope, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he just shows great speed. He gets out to the outside and just outruns the defenders basically.
Dimitri Larson able to get just enough of a hand on him to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, that Boonsack is a senior, so more than likely you did see him last year.
Handoff up the middle to number 26, Zarlatanis. Big Jack Hockaday with the initial contact.
Yeah, he met him right at the line, drove him back. Yeah, that was Clay.
Okay.
Peyton Locke with the ball, brought down by Clay Hockaday.
It looks like both Jack and Clay are in the ballgame right now. Second down and goal. Handoff to number 6, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched.
Alex Zarlatanis in for the touchdown.
43-7 your score here at Rockridge High School.
Kicker's getting a workout today. He's had some nice extra points too.
Not to be outdone with last year's offensive performance where they put 48 up on the board against us in Erie. They're sitting at 43 and it's not halftime yet. Rockets are short a player on the line.
All right, didn't work out good for us when we ran a guy on. Let's see how it works out for Rockridge. Ours was a snapper though.
And the penalty flag comes out. And that's going to be that's offsides against the Panthers. When it rains, it pours. That'll take it half the distance if they choose to accept the penalty.
Flag against Erie Prophets.
You should have the option to take it on the kickoff as well, shouldn't they?
I really don't know what on that one.
Ball is being placed.
To the goal.
Now they're going to place it on the 3. So they either decline the penalty or they'll get something on the. Hey, was that a towel on the field? Didn't the Bears get a penalty for that Sunday?
Yeah, he tried soaping up the water, and then you can't just throw your towel on the field. I would think that would be in the way, and they called a penalty on it.
All right, set to kick the extra point, and it's up and good. 44-7. A minute 35 to go here in the first half. We'll go to commercial.
Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at SteesterExcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Whiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit.
All right, we're back, and that kick's going to go to the second level and get fallen on by number 20 for the Panthers.
No, that's the Rockridge. Yep.
Matt Van Oosten.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 10.
And the Panthers will have a good starting field position at the 37-yard line.
The ball at their own.
Yeah, it's a sort of a brisk wind here, so maybe they're trying something a little different when they're kicking off into the wind, or maybe he just slipped on it a little bit.
Round of applause to Rudy Rutzel and what he did.
Keegan bringing into play.
Well, irregardless of the score, I'm still having a good time doing the game here.
I do appreciate you coming out of retirement. With Jamie being gone for a couple of weeks, Scott was my first call, and he gladly said yes, and I appreciate that. All right, Keegan's going to pitch the ball out to Jace around the left end, and he's going to gain 4, maybe 5 on that play.
Yep, nice little quick pitch to him on the left side. He got about 5 yards. So we got under 2 minutes here to go. We don't look like we're going to do any hurry-up offense. Let's try and keep the ball in our possession to run off the clock in the half.
And Jamie is going to be out again next week, and Scott's not able to join us. He's got something going with a golf outing for his son up at college at Dubuque, so we'll have another broadcaster in the booth next week for you. All right, Jace's going to get this ball, trying to go around the right end, and he's going to get stacked up.
Not much for him there. Whistle blown. The Rockridge calling timeout.
Jace Grunder brought down on the play.
So Rockridge calling timeout. We'll go to a quick commercial break.
Erie State Bank, a longtime member of the Erie business community, is proud to back Panther Nation, a hometown partner in assisting you with your monetary needs, offering a Kasasa checking account that offers a 1.74% interest rate. Go Panthers from your hometown bank, Erie State Bank.
Okay, hey, we're back here with just under a minute to go here in the first half. The Rockets called a timeout on a Panther 3rd and 5 inside Panther territory. Maybe see if they can stretch that lead out to a potential running clock, as what Scott and I were talking about at the break. We'll have to see what the Rockets intend to do there, and maybe we can spoil that.
That's right. We draw up some play there at that extra time that we had.
Reminder that next week, game in Prophetstown, and it's homecoming, and we will take on the Orion Chargers on Friday night. That's a 7 o'clock start. Look forward to having you come out to the ball game. Enjoy the homecoming festivities. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Keegan set to get the snap. And a hard count, and they're going to get offsides. It's going to be right at the first down marker. I'm guessing it's going to be a first.
It sure looks like it. That'd be a close spot.
I thought that hard snap only goes against us.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah.
We're the ones that are walking 5 yards the wrong direction for us.
I know. As a coach, you always want to try and use it, but then it seems like 3/4 of the time backfires on you.
All right. So that's a first down, and Panthers are going to have it at the 47-yard line. 49 seconds to go here in the first half. Couple of backs in the backfield with Keegan. Ballard and Jace Grunder. Handoff's going to go to Tyler. And he's going to try to get to the opening, and he does. He's going to fall forward for a nice gain of 8 or 9.
Nice kick-out block there by number 70.
Zeb Wicks.
Zeb Wicks. Gave him a little lane, and he cut in off of that. Nice 8-yard gain for Ballard.
And the clock is stopped. Nope, it started again. 30 seconds to go here. Panthers could run one more play. We'll see if they want to maybe air it out and attempt to catch a score here late in the first half. And they're going to run the same play to Tyler, and he's going to get blown up in the backfield. He's going to lose 2 on that play.
Yeah, 42, the linebacker came in there. Jude Finch made a play. Grunder was lead blocking. He was blocking at the second level.
And with that, it's going to bring the first half to a close. Your Panthers trailing heavily, 44-7 to Rockridge. We're going to step away for 10 or 12 minutes, and we'll be back, give you some stats in the first half, and bring you second half action.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
Berkey's Farm Store has the equipment you need to tackle the biggest jobs. Drive away in a Cub Cadet, Exmark, or Grasshopper mower with a new standard of lawn care. Run any errands, haul whatever you need with a UTV. Find construction equipment like skid steers and backhoes. We've got the equipment you need for the best seasons you've ever had.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
The FS brand represents a standard of excellence for agricultural and energy-related products. It's the people who represent the FS brand that set it apart. Always professional and dependable, FS system specialists are trusted advisors who understand local needs. With headquarters in Cambridge, FS operates 15 regional facilities, including locations in Erie, Linden, and Deer Grove. Our company's goal is to be the market leader in agriculture. At Gold Star FS, our mission is to provide profitable solutions through trusted partnerships with our members. Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at steesterexcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Whiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com. Missy Inskeep Photography is known for colorful and timeless portraits. From newborns to high school seniors and family portraits, your story is your legacy. Let us tell it for you.
First, the black team. And they are coached by Steve Rockner and Keith Amy. These guys put in a lot of time here, Coach, and need a big round of applause.
So he got his internship lined up around this time of the year last year, but
the Rockridge team is coached by Greg Gearless and Tyson Crandall.
No kidding.
Silver team is coached by Zach Kirkle, Josh Hatler, and Mike Stonekey. The maroon team is coached by Justin Peterson and Gary Mueller. The white team is coached by Jason Buser and Ryan Bragg. Our third and fourth grade flag team football teams are the black coached by Josh Winemacher and Pat Hartman.
Where is the
Silver coached by Nick
we were up there for
Osterhaus
family reunion in
and
July.
Dave Requette.
I hadn't been up there forever.
The white coached by
And we
Troy
were up
Hartman
by
and
Lawrence.
Josh
I don't know,
Hartman.
where's the college at? I mean, is it?
And the maroon team coached by Ethan Tate and Aaron Ricketts.
Are they?
yeah, he actually lives on Lawrence Street.
Yeah, we went to church Sunday
Flag
morning.
football teams play on Saturday morning at Rockridge High School from 8 to noon, and their final game will be on September 24th.
You come in on, 60 or whatever.
Okay.
Our fifth and
We
sixth
came
grade
in-
tackle programs consist of two
Right.
teams this
We
year.
came in from the
They are coached by Seth Biggleman, Josh Gannett,
yeah.
Okay.
Chad
So you came
Hoover,
across the bridge
Greg
right here.
Gearless,
Right.
If you would keep going
Nick
on that
Ball,
road where the bridge is,
Right.
Chad
that's
Stewart,
20.
or Seward,
Okay.
That takes you
JJ
right to
Brokaw,
this
and
entrance.
Chris
That's
Sloan.
where we would come into
These kids
Dubuque.
play on Sunday
So that would
afternoon.
take you into Dubuque.
On October 19th, they will compete
This is
against
the
each
campus
other in the
right
annual
here.
Rocket
Goes
Bowl
clear down to right
here at the high school at
right here.
6:15
This is
p.m.
where he lives.
If you're interested in being a part of the Junior Football League at Rockridge, please contact Jason Buser, Kristen Frieden,
But that
or
was
Amy Giggleman.
the year after COVID.
Also,
And so the coach
we have
got them
cheerleaders down in front of us right now.
department, so they
Fourth
were
grade cheer is
isolated
coached by
from
Tammy
people,
Clark,
so they wouldn't have to be
and the
quarantined.
fifth and
Right.
sixth
Less
grade
likely to
cheerleaders
get
are
it.
coached by
So this
Jerry
is the
Lynn Hawes.
campus. This is where all the classrooms are, and then their house is actually right here. And so then if you just
Our
go
high school principal is
straight,
Katie Hassan,
that's actually
and
Loris
our
Street.
athletic director
If you just
is
if you go
Daphne
straight
Gray.
from Loris, that takes you
The
right
junior
there.
high athletic director is Amy
And then this
Giggleman.
right up here, that's a Homestead. That's a Dubuque High School. I think it's called Homestead.
Okay.
And then this is Clark College, the Henry Ag College. Actually, 3 colleges.
So Loris and
Let's
Dubuque
give
ever
these folks
play
a big
each other?
round of
Oh, yeah, they're
applause.
the same conference.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big rivalry.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Not yet.
Dave, once that gets to 0, I'm gonna set it for 2 minutes.
No, I mean, time.
We gotta be at 40.
You gotta be at 40.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I don't think that's thank you. Depends on what Rockridge decides to do.
And you keep all the big guns in there, then I'm sure they will try and get it to the top. Because once it's on, it doesn't come off. So there's this one alum that graduated in the 60s, but is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And he just got lucky with his career path. And in the last 10 years, he's written $120 million in checks to the college. So half the campus is named after him.
Yeah.
Yeah. University of Dubuque. Yeah. Joe Claffey is the guy's name. He works for, he ended up being a CFO and then he ended up being chairman of the board of an irrigation company, and they make drainage tiles in Ohio. And he played football in Dubuque, wasn't a very good player or anything, but he felt he wanted to help the school out.
That's amazing.
More money than you could imagine. He had heart trouble a couple years ago when Ohio State University did surgery on him, and he gave them $14 million.
That was cool.
But his stocks in the company are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. At the basketball games, we sit next to the athletic director, and then when that guy's there, he sat with us. So I've had some conversations.
We found
Wow. Yeah.
an iPhone, and picture of someone on the back with a heart drawn on it named Shirley.
I'm going to go up at 2 minutes.
It's up here in the press box.
Stay by.
If you're missing an iPhone, it's up here in the press box.
So you want to go in about 2 minutes?
There's a picture of a lady on the back, and it's got a heart drawn with the name Shirley on it.
No. I have mine, but I was taking. So you have some.
I assume they came from the truck.
I'm using mine.
Oh, okay. I'll stop talking. All right. All right. All right, sorry. Yeah, Mary said that the mic was on and she could hear us talking.
Well, I would think so. Maybe a little.
She's like, I heard your whole conversation with Dan about Josh's internship and everything.
All right. Picking up more than I thought. I was out the window. All right, whenever you guys are ready. Yeah, no, it's coming. It's this background mic. Yep, whenever you're ready.
All right, hey, we're back here a couple of minutes before the start of the third quarter. Your Panthers taking a licking tonight so far. 44-7 is the score, and Rockridge will get the football first here in the second half. Do have some stats to share with you. Jace is leading the way with 80 yards of rushing offensively, and also has a couple of really nice returns off a couple of those kickoffs. And then nothing really else offensively to speak of. For Rockridge, they got a couple of guys, both Locke and Zarlatanis, with 82 yards. Quarterback has 150 yards through the air, so they've got plenty of offense in the first half, pushing 300 yards. It looks like.
Yeah, I can't believe Locke only has 82 yards. That's hard to believe. He did get a couple of those on the kickoff return, his long gains. So.
And so, yeah, the Panthers have a big uphill battle here in the second half. We'll see if they come out with a little bit of fire.
Bonesack with 102 yards receiving.
And he was their big playmaker for sure in the first half. And
yeah.
Had a couple of catches for touchdowns that really put the hurting on the Panthers. So we will see how the Panthers respond to some adversity. They've been a little bit lackluster coming out of halftime last couple of weeks, which is uncharacteristic of a Coach Abbott-led team. So we'll have to see how they respond here tonight.
Yeah, I guess Rockridge is kicking off to start the second half. I was thinking that they were going to receive, but apparently not.
All right, so I already got some good news. We're going to get the football first.
That's right.
And Jace and Tyler are back deep.
Yeah, hopefully he goes back to about the 15 because he's got the wind at his back. This is the direction he's been sending them pretty far. He is about on the 15 right now.
He is, and both of those kicks going that direction were fielded at the 8-yard line in the first half, so we'll have to see how this pans out for us. And here we go with second half football, and it's going to be a squib kick. It's going to go to Tyler. Tyler's going to pick the ball up at about the 20-yard line, come out the middle of the football field, and is going to have a return of 8 or 10 yards on the play before finally being brought down.
Yep, just kind of bounced his way up through traffic there, got a nice little 10-yard return, so we're not going to be starting deep in our territory here to start the second half.
So I did not put 2 and 2 together, but the quarterback for Rockridge is an Erie graduate's son, Lisa Bain now.
Okay.
Is the quarterback for the Rockridge Rockets. All right, here to the Panthers. A couple of backs in the backfield with Keegan. The handoff's going to go to Jace. And Jace is still on his feet. He's got a nice pickup of 4 or 5 on that play.
Yep, right on the right side. It seems to be like the direction he likes to run to start the halves, apparently.
Jace Grunder, the ball carrier.
They're going to get him a gain of 4. Second and 6 on the play.
4, second down 6.
We believe that if the Rockets are able to put points on the board first, that would institute the running clock. We believe that's a 40-point deficit. And once the clock runs continuously, it doesn't matter how close things get, it will continue to run.
Correct. It looks like they got their fully functional scoreboard going again, too.
So a little incentive for the Panthers to not get there. All right, going to be a pitch out to Jace to this left side. Good kick out block. And Jace is going to be up short of the first down.
No, they are going to give him the first down.
Forward progress by Jace.
Yeah, nice little sealed there block there by number 2, Tyler Ballard.
Jace Grundy, the ball carrier.
And Jace
Brought down
up
by
over
Bonnie
90 yards
Fuller.
rushing
First and 10.
here early in the second half. A bright spot for the Panther offense.
Yeah, most of those were on that 160-yard run, and then he had the long kickoff return as well.
10:44 to go here in the third quarter. Like Scott mentioned, we got a fully functioning scoreboard, so it'll be a little easier for us to get you some info quicker. Wildcat formation. Jason's going to keep it himself, going to go off right tackle. Going to get met at the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up a yard on the play.
Yeah, there wasn't much on that one. Right off the tackle seems to be a tougher spot for them to run. He needs to be a little bit more on the edge of the outside of the end.
Jace Grundy, the ball carrier.
They're going to give him a gain of 2 on that play.
Second down, 8.
Sneaky little running back, and he has been since I've started watching him play.
Yeah, he's very quick and explosive as well. Is able to take a hit for how small he is.
Panthers will have a second 8 still inside their own territory. Two receivers split out here wide left. Handoff's going to go to, no, Keegan's going to keep it himself. Going to get met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe been better to hand that football off.
Yeah, that was the old read option, and he read that one wrong.
And he's going to lose yardage on that play, I believe. See where they spot it. Yeah, they're going to have him have him for a loss of 1 on that play. 3rd and 9.
He's probably anxious to try and get involved. He hasn't really been part of the game too much.
Yeah, and when you're an athlete, when you're stepping up to the next level, you still want to be the guy, right?
Right,
and,
exactly.
And it's tough not to be. And so yeah, I totally get where you're coming from there, Scott.
You have that number?
9:11 on the clock. Panthers facing a 3rd and 9 here early in the third quarter. We got 2 wide receivers, 1 split each way, man in the slot. And the Panthers are going to take a timeout early here in the second half. And with that, we'll go to a short commercial break.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
All right, back here live. Panthers on a 3rd and 9 after a timeout. Getting a little instruction from the coaching staff. We're going to come out with Keegan going to look to throw the football. It's got some pressure. Throws the ball over the middle to Dimitri Larson. He's going to be just a bit short of the first down, but a good reception in the middle of the football field inside Rockridge territory.
It was. That was Keegan's nicest pass of the game. Flag probably holding.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll move the chains.
I was watching the ball. I didn't see that at all. I was starting to say that was a really nice pass by Keegan. A little bit behind the receiver, but put it right on his hands. Unfortunately, that route just wasn't long enough to get us the first down, but we were aided by the penalty. Move the chains, get us across midfield. We're up to the 32 now of Rockridge.
And the Panthers will have it first down. And mounting a bit of a drive here to start the third quarter. Good answer for the Panthers coming out of halftime.
Yeah, you said they've started slow, and they've certainly been out here ready to go. It's nice to get punched in the mouth and come back at them.
Couple of receivers in the slot left, 2 receivers wide right. Keegan's going to keep this ball himself on an option. He's going to pick up 3 on that play.
Yeah, that was more of your traditional option with the running back to the outside. And he could pitch it before. The play before we did the read option, he was more holding it and then the fullback's gut and then reading the end.
We'll give him a gain of 2 on that. Correction. Second down and 8.
Keegan's coming out, so we'll be looking for the Wildcat likely on this one.
Lugot checking into the ball game, likely being a lead blocker for Jace. Couple of receivers split both ways, and Jace's going to keep this off a left tackle, and he gets through the initial line. He's going to have a gain of 3, maybe just 2 on that play. Bring up a third down.
Yeah, he did just what you said. It brought in the lead block. Just ran off tackle there. Jace has been most effective when he runs into the line there and then bounces it outside using that quickness and top end speed that he has. He hasn't been able to show that yet today. Rockridge has really good speed on their defense as well, so it's harder for him to get around the corner.
Dimitri Larson and Keegan Winkler both checking back into the ball game on a critical 3rd and 6.
Likely in 4-down territory here, so a run wouldn't be the worst thing.
And a fumbled snap. Keegan's going to keep it himself. I think that play was intended to go to Tyler, and not able to hold on to the ears of that thing and had to take it himself.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. The right guard was pulling to the left, and all of the action was to the right. Probably it could have been setting up a screen to the left side. It was what they could have been trying to set up there, but it got blown up pretty quickly.
And the Panthers will stay on the field and at least make an effort to go at it at 4th and 8 or maybe a hard count. Scott, you've got some ties on this ball club. You got a left tackle out there. Nephew of yours, Nate Packer.
Nate Packer. He's been doing a nice job.
Okay, Keegan's going to throw the football down the middle of the field. He has Dimitri Larson open, but overthrows him by a yard.
Yeah, he had 2 guys there running post routes and just kind of threw it right between both of them. I'm not sure. Maybe he was just trying to throw it into the area.
I think that was a touchdown had he been able to connect. But
it was. We had a step on the defenders there. Just wasn't able to make the throw.
And with that, the Rockridge Rockets will take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Just a quick programming reminder tomorrow, talking about our football programs, JFL in action tomorrow in Erie, and something a little special that hasn't happened much this year, not because of us, but because of other towns. They're actually going to have 4 football games, 1 at each level, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Rock Falls is their opponent, and they have enough kids to be able to do that, which is good for some of the 5th graders and 7th graders who maybe don't get a lot of playing time.
Be a full day of football for families.
So that kicks off at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Here's a snap over the head of the quarterback. Good pressure, and he just throws it away. Just an experienced move from a quarterback that won here last year.
Right. Interesting to know where he was on the team last year when he was getting reps, but he's the real deal for Rockridge today.
2nd and 10. 6:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter for the Panthers. A couple of receivers split each way for them. Handoff up the middle to number 6. Gets met after about 2 or 3 yards. Number 52, Eamon Barron on that.
Yep, Zarlatanos with the carry again. He seems to be the little replacement for Locke at times. He looks like he's going to stay in there again.
That's a pickup of 5. 3rd and 5 at the 35-yard line of the Rockets. Two receivers split each way. Quarterback drifting to his left, looking to throw the football. He's got a man open, and it's caught for a 1st down. Ran out of bounds by number 1, Frankie Bouchaw.
That's Bonesack again on the reception. He is definitely his favorite target. He had over 100 yards receiving in the 1st half and picks up his 1st reception of the 2nd half. Move the chains.
Ball will be placed on the left hash mark, creating a wide field to this right-hand side. A couple of receivers split out both ways. Quick snap, handoff to the middle, and he's up through the Panther defense, still on his feet, and he's going to break every tackle, and he's going to run that thing 58 yards for a touchdown.
Yep, nice run by Zarlatanis. That's a lot what we saw in that little drive that he had in the 1st half. He keeps his legs moving really good. He was kind of untouched for the first 5 yards. Went right through one arm tackle and then showed the speed to finish out the play.
50-7 is your score. 5:31 here to go here in the third quarter. Rockridge setting up for an extra point. I do have to make one correction. Trevor Cobo, glad you tuning in. Trevor, big piece of our playoff team last year, both on both sides of the football and special teams. You've got Scott in the booth tonight. Clark's relocated out to South Carolina, so that extra point is up and good. And with that, the score 51-7, 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. We'll go to a commercial.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
Berkey's Farm Store has the equipment you need to tackle the biggest jobs. Drive away in a Cub Cadet, Exmark, or Grasshopper mower with a new standard of lawn care. Run any errands, haul whatever you need with a UTV. Find construction equipment like skid steers and backhoes. We've got the equipment you need for the best seasons you've ever had.
All right, back here live. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be a little squibber to the second level. And it's going to get squirted through and finally fallen on by Justice Huff at the 27-yard line. And the Panthers will take over on offense. Scott's working on some scores. Hopefully he'll be able to get us.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the old score stream app. I used to have it.
We do have one pretty big game in the conference, considering it's still early in the season, but St. Bede and Newman are playing each other tonight.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Newman coming off, well, they've got at least one loss.
Yeah, they got handled pretty good by Rockridge last time. I can see why now watching this Rockridge juggernaut that they were showing us tonight.
Newman with a late surge last year to make the playoffs. All right. Keegan's going to keep this himself. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to get brought out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. Nice run by Keegan there.
Yeah, really hard tackle up around his face mask, too. He popped right up, didn't bother him at all. I like the way Keegan's looked the second half. He's came out very aggressive, it looks like.
Yep, he has not backed down.
At their own 37.
We got Clay Hockaday in the ball game. Looks like he's holding that left shoulder gingerly, but still trying to give it a go. 4:12 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the one score I got here, St. Bede is beating Newman 34-8 in the third quarter right now. So
that's not surprising after watching St. Bede do what they did to us in week 2.
Yeah, they held us down pretty well.
Jason motion, and Keegan's going to keep this himself. Clay Hockaday with an attempted kick out. He's a little bit late getting there.
That's that same play they tried running on that third down to end the first half, where Chase went to the right and Clay was pulling. I thought they were trying to set up a screen to their side, but Keegan did a good job following that block, getting what he can out of it.
Yeah, and honestly, Keegan had to hold up just briefly waiting for Clay to get there, and that kind of broke that play up a little bit.
They're a little mismatched in speed, and it messed up the timing.
Yeah. Clock running at 3:25.
Yeah, I believe it'll only stop after touchdowns and then during an injury.
2nd and 9 for the Panthers. A couple of running backs. Handoff's going to go to Tyler. Kickout block by Clay Hockaday, but Rockridge able to snuff that out.
Yeah, Clay, they've been trying to get him out there in space, pulling a little bit. He needs to be one step quicker there for that play to be a little more effective.
And it didn't help that there were 2 Rockridge defenders and Clay's only one guy.
He's about as big as 2 of their defenders.
They're going to give him a gain of 2 on that play to bring up a 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. Dimitri's kind of been the target here, but I don't see him in the ball game right now. And Jason's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's still moving forward, and he's got a first down. Wow, that's an unbelievable run by Jace Grunder up past midfield.
Yeah, his helmet came off. He'll probably have to come out for this play, but I couldn't quite see when the scrum. A lot of times what happens there is the defense is trying to just strip the ball away, and they forget about trying to tackle it. Grunder did a great job of keeping his feet moving and moving the chains. Would have been interesting to see if we would have gone for it on fourth down there. Won't have to worry about it now.
We're in the Rockridge territory, and like you said, Jace kept his feet moving, much like Zarlatanis on the Rockridge side.
Exactly.
And the yards that they can churn out because of that, pretty phenomenal. So that'll put Jace well over 100 yards for the night rushing. Minute 30 to go in the third quarter. Dimitri Larson in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff. Met in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage. He's going to lose a pretty good chunk of yardage, actually.
Yeah, it didn't hit the line of scrimmage real hard on that one. A little stutter step. Hopefully Grunder can get back in here.
Dimitri's been a feature back at the sophomore level, but playing more of a role player here at the varsity level, and has been doing a nice job catching the football in pass routes.
Right. It'd be nice to get him out in space.
I haven't watched any sophomore games, but I've heard that he's difficult to tackle, Dimitri.
Yeah.
Second and 11 for the Panthers. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. A couple of receivers split out here left. And the snap is a little tardy with everything else moving there. And that's going to be a false start against the Panthers. That'll back them up 5.
Yeah, the center's got his head down. He realizes he didn't. I don't know if he just didn't know the snap count or what, but they usually called it on everybody else but him, but it was his fault.
And that'll bring up a second and 16 and backs us back into our own territory.
Likely be the last play of the third quarter here.
And over on Keegan still is at quarterback. Thought we were running around Wildcat there. And Jace is going to get the football. He's got an opening up past the first down marker back into Rockridge territory.
Yeah, he just passed the original line of scrimmage. Still got about 5 yards to go for the first down. That will be the last play of the third quarter.
And your Panthers are trailing 51-7. We'll be back to bring you fourth quarter action.
1, 2, 3.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
The FS brand represents a standard of excellence for agricultural and energy-related products. It's the people who represent the FS brand that set it apart. Always professional and dependable, FS system specialists are trusted advisors who understand local needs. With headquarters in Cambridge, FS operates 15 regional facilities, including locations in Erie, Linden, and Deer Grove. Our company's goal is to be the market leader in agriculture. At Gold Star FS, our mission is to provide profitable solutions through trusted partnerships with our members.
All right, we're back here live. And the Panthers have a third and long 3. Tyler Ballard in motion. The handoff's going to go to Jace up the middle. He's got enough for a first down, and he's broken through everything, and he's going to get to the end zone with no flags. Touchdown, Jace Grunder. Good job offensively blocking there.
Yeah, he just ran right up the right guard, made a little cut back to the left, and used that explosive speed that we've seen this year and sprinted right up the field. Don't really know for sure if Rockridge has been subbing out very much. It looks like a lot of the starters are still in there on defense.
And Jace continuing his dominance offensively this year.
Yeah, where's he rank in the conference for yardage? Do you have any idea?
I haven't seen any conference totals yet. Coming into the game, Jace was in that 190 or so a game rushing average.
Yeah, that would definitely put him in near the top, if not at the top.
Got some encroachment by the defense, and we'll see how we want to manage that.
Looks like nobody wants to move. We'll just kick it from here, he says.
Justice Huff says, I'm not moving. Let me kick it. And there's a snap. It's up. It's good through the uprights, and the Panthers strike. 51-14 is your score. 10.5 minutes to go. And the clock will continue to run. We're going to go just to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back.
This quarter of exciting EP Panther football is brought to you by Erie High School, who would like to wish all Panther athletes a very rewarding and successful season. Erie High School, growing together, pursuing purpose, finding you. Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at SteesterExcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Whiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com. Missy Inskeep Photography is known for colorful and timeless portraits. From newborns to high school seniors and family portraits, your story is your legacy. Let us tell it for you.
I was mistaken there. Thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. They didn't stop the clock after that score, and so about 2 minutes ran off the clock.
44-yard line.
Mary loves that line, by the way.
I bet, and you probably only used it once or twice.
Yeah,
Huh?
I get a laugh 20% of the time.
Jace adding to his touchdown total for the year. I believe that gets into 10 touchdowns.
What did you say his yardage is up to for tonight?
He's at 160 yards right now rushing. Actually, he's got more than 10 touchdowns. He had 6 in week 1.
And then he had about 60 yards on that kickoff return, so his all-purpose yardage is continuing to climb.
Handoff up the middle, met by Bryce Folsom. Good play.
Yeah, that looked like a backup that was in there at running back for Rockridge. They're probably bringing in some more players now.
Brought down for a loss of 1 on that play. 2nd and 11, 8 minutes to go here in the contest.
They definitely look different along their offensive line. Not near as big as they have been. You can tell a difference when their 6'4", 285-pound center isn't in there.
Correct. 2nd and 11, handoff going to go right up the middle again. And again, he's met at about the line of scrimmage. Michael Collins in on that stop.
Yep, Collins got in there and hit him. He did bounce off of it nicely, but I was able to fall forward.
Eamon Barron's on the initial contact.
Going to bring up 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 for the Rockets.
I believe they
their own
still
tempo.
got Bain in there at quarterback.
He is, yeah, number 15.
But it doesn't look like Locke is in there. I don't see Bone Sack at the receiver. No Zarlatana, so
Rockridge trying not to hurt their players in this meaningless last 7 or 8 minutes of their game. Little option outside. Frankie Bouchal finally knocks the Rockridge running back out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Everybody just kind of got up like no big deal, but that was a pretty good hit he laid on him out there. Nice little pitch by the quarterback as well. Looked like he was going to keep it.
He actually got through the first 1 or 2 Panthers before he did pitch the football, so good play. That was enough for a first down. 6.5 to go here at Rockridge. We'll have you out of here in time to watch the 9 o'clock news. Reminder that the sophomores will be playing these Rockridge Rockets on Monday night.
What is our first off record right now?
Got a penalty on the field, false start, or illegal procedure against the.
Yeah, that is something they would
Rockets.
also be working on in practice on Monday. That's about their fourth one of those.
At the line of scrimmage by a couple of Panthers. And with 5.5 minutes to go, we're going to go ahead and name the player of the game, brought to you by the Break Room in Tampico. And without question, it's got to be Jace Grunder.
Yeah, another fabulous game by him. He's 3 now.
3 out of the 4, yeah.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete. He's going to be a first-team all-conference performer for sure. Maybe get some all-Western Illinois accolades by the end of the season if he keeps his pace up.
Jason's got 160 yards rushing right now on just 15 carries. Ball's fumbled in the backfield, and Bain able to fall on that, but not after a big loss for the Rockets.
Yeah, Rockridge has put on a pretty good clinic here tonight, but the only down spots of their game that we've seen is about 3 bad snaps over their head and about 4 illegal procedures. Besides that, they've played pretty perfect, so it is nice to know that they can make some mistakes.
But certainly not enough of them to overcome what they've done well tonight.
Yeah, it started with the kickoff that got ran back just to start the game, and hasn't improved since.
4:25 to go here on a 3rd and forever. That pitch is going to go out to the right-hand side, and he's got some running room, and he's going to get brought down before the first down, but he's going to be into Panther territory down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was a 3rd and 25. He about picked it up. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go for it here.
And the quarter, it looks like the offensive unit is staying on the field. 4th and 4 for the Rockets.
Their second unit has definitely been a little bit more pitches and stuff to the outside. They haven't gone up the middle as much.
And you don't have that beef in the offensive line.
Right.
Got to make that strategy change. And the play's in. And Rockridge set to run this 4th down play. They're going to pitch that ball to the left. Same play just to the other side. He's going to be up near the first down. And we'll have to see where the mark is.
It's all going to come down to the spot on that one. It's going to be really close.
Looks to me like they're going to spot it right on the 35-yard line, and if so, that'll be a first down, and it will.
Well, so if they'd measure if they'd bring the chain gang down, it just about clocked the game.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. How that's really changed in virtually every level of football. They very rarely bring the chains out anymore.
I know. I don't understand what the difference is, but maybe they got some laser down there with that digital down marker.
Maybe so. All right, 2.5 minutes to go here after this snap. And a new quarterback in the ball game. He's going to keep the ball himself. Nice little spin move, able to pick up 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Yep, the starting quarterback, his night is over. Nice little run out there by the outside. That was 44.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Cale Custer. He's a sophomore, probably the first soft quarterback.
2nd and 5. Clock will be under 2 minutes when this ball snapped. Probably have about 3 or 4 plays left in us. And we'll wrap this up. So congratulations to Jace Grunder being named the player of the game. Brought to you by the Break Room. Poor snap. Quarterback falls on the football. He's going to lose about 8 on that play.
That was a pretty quick whistle, too. The refs don't want anybody to get injured here at the very last moments of the game. And as soon as that ball...
Panthers will be going home, licking their wounds tonight. Just getting an absolute beating. We'll see what the coaching staff has in store for them this week in practice. And again, their mantra's been, "Are you better this week than you were last week?" There's there's definitely some improvement to be had this coming week.
Right. This is the first part of the schedule was the toughest with St. Bede and Rockridge coming out, and then we have 4 home games in a row against teams that don't have winning records. So maybe we can get back at it.
And it's an uncharacteristic 4 home games in a row, and that's because Riverdale was supposed to be at Riverdale with their canceling their varsity schedule. We picked up Harvard, and it's a home game, so a nice 4-game home stretch coming up.
Yeah, Harvard's 0-3 coming in, but they play teams that have about 1,000 enrollment, so it'll be interesting to see how that team responds.
And once again, we'd just like to thank the Break Room Pub and Grub for bringing this year's Player of the Game. Congratulations to Jace Grunder.
Yeah, he can take a couple people out to eat with the stash that he's got in there now.
His motto fits their motto: work hard, play hard.
There you go.
And going to look to pass the football. Rolls out right. He's got a man open, and John Knable steps in front of it, picks it off, and he's going to take this one to the house.
Yeah, that was really interesting. It looked like he was going to down it, or maybe he just tripped when he was rolled out. Interesting way for this game to end, though, but certainly a highlight for EP.
Coaching staff not happy at all with that. Got a coach over here throwing everything that he had down.
Now he just kicked it.
Kicking his play sheet, so certainly not what they were looking for there, but great play by Sean Knable to step in front of that ball.
Yeah, I wonder what happened, but there's going to be a talking to about that. That was certainly not what he wanted.
It appears that the coach wanted him to take a knee.
And
we could hear that up here in the booth. So as it stands, the Panthers able to put the 3rd touchdown on the board. Your score 51-20, and the extra point will then start the clock, and this will be the last play of the game, I believe. And the kick is up and through the upright. Good. 51-21.
Kick was up and good.
It reminds me of when Chuck Long was playing for the Detroit Lions, and he was like 3rd string, and it was he was supposed to just run out the end of the game, and he called an audible and threw it downfield. He's like, "What? I can't get any worse on the depth chart than I am right now, anyway." And apparently that's what the fresh-off quarterback thought, but him and the head coach were not on the same page. It's going to kind of take the fun out of a 30-point win, at least for that family.
And so we're going to keep it right here through the end of the contest, and I find this very interesting that they kept the clock running after the last touchdown, but stopped it here, and we're going to have one more play.
Yeah, I really think that was that should have been stopped on that previous one, but irregardless, we're in this situation.
And so, something to build on. That was again a really nice job by Sean Knable reading that pass route and jumping the route, and then
showing great speed up the sideline.
Be able to
take it to the house. I was really impressed with how Keegan Winkler looked in the second half. He came out very aggressive. We'll see if Jack Minson's able to come back next week. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, it sounds like Jack will be back to practice on Monday, and this will be the last play of the game. Number 4 is just going to down the football in the middle of the field. Hunter Burketta, closest man to him. And that is the end of the contest. Yeah, and so we'll get Jack back. It sounds like there's a possibility we'll get Jeremiah Koshevar back next week, so that'll add some depth to the QB ranks. Trevor Dennison we're hoping is back next week as well. Still no word on Caleb Nosker. I talked to his parents at halftime, and they wouldn't even commit one way or the other. So we'll have to see what comes of Caleb, and he's been battling that knee injury for quite a while, and with knee injuries, I got to worry about a lifetime of what comes after that, right?
Right, exactly. But they got 4 home games coming up right in a row. Orion, who was 1-2 coming into this week. Harvard, like we had said, was 0-3. Then they'll play BV, who's 1-2, and Monmouth Roseville, who's 1-2. Then they'll finish up at Morrison. So a favorable schedule to finish here after starting off against teams with winning records.
Correct, and so the Panthers will fall to 2-2. But like you said, with that favorable schedule, certainly the playoff picture still a realm of possibility for us. We just got to take care of some business against some teams we should beat. Well, Scott, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in the booth tonight. I hope we get a chance to do this again sometime. Hopefully Jamie's not listening to that right now. But, no.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It was fun. I enjoyed it. You do a great job calling the play-by-play, that's for sure.
I appreciate that. And so Scott, like I said, has got something going next week, so he's not able to join us in Jamie's absence again. Next week Jamie's going to be away for a wedding, so we're going to bring Braxton Froliger into the booth next week. You may have heard him in the background a little bit last week. He was the PA announcer at the home game last week against Sherrard, and with him being a broadcasting major, it's kind of fitting into what he's trying to work towards. So look forward to having him in the booth and getting his perspective on, just being out of the program just this last year. He'll have some insight that, us old guys probably don't pick up on a lot up here. So look forward to having him up here. Again, just some things with the program. Again, Monday night they'll have a game in Prophetstown for the sophomores. They'll be playing this Rockridge team. You get a chance tomorrow, come out to Erie, 9 o'clock start. The 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders will all play games. So come out and enjoy a good day of football out there. Be a good day for that. So look forward to having you support these programs. Next week, homecoming. And so, Dan's probably going to kick me for this, but I hope we have 0 people watching because everybody's at the game. But if you're not able to come to the game, we'd love for you to join in and watch the broadcast. We'll have it for you live with a 7 o'clock start. So with that, we're going to sign off the air. Scott's been a great time. Thank you to Sue for doing the executive producing again tonight, and Dan is always on the camera. Y'all take care.
Thank you for watching Panther Football Live. Brought to you by these local sponsors. The Cornerstone Agency, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Erie High School, Melton Seed and Service, Berkey's Farm Store in Prophetstown, Gibson Bodie Funeral Home, Erie State Bank, Steester Construction, Harvest Bakery and more, Break Room Pub and Grub, Wiffles Hybrids, Modern Woodman Financial Services, Sweet Butts Cotton Candy, Gold Star FS, Missy Inskeep Photography,